Well, hi there. Welcome to episode 206 of Roqe and another special edition. Hey UNICEF, children are being murdered in Iran. I'm Jian Ghomeshi. Hello to you from Toronto. Salam Dostan Aziz. Durud bar shama. And forgive me, I wanted to do something inspirational for today's essay, but my heart is too heavy. Hey UNICEF, children are being murdered in Iran. We all know some of the names by now. Nika, Sarina, Amir, Zakaria, teenagers. But the list is getting too long to even include all of these precious souls. And this week, the news of another murder of a 16-year-old boy named Abolfazl Adeenehzadeh in Mashhad. There were 24 bullets in his body. He died in a hospital, and authorities will not even give his body to his family unless the family release a bullshit statement saying he was actually murdered by protesters. This is how twisted things have gotten with this regime. And let's dispense with calling them a government, please. This is a cabal of killers. Children are being murdered in Iran. If only there were an international body that had been explicitly set up to protect kids around the world. Well, hang on a second, there is. The UN, UNICEF. Hey UNICEF, children are being murdered. Look, there are a lot of people on the front lines of this revolution in Iran, and let us respect and pay tribute to the women and men of all ages who are putting their lives on the line for the sake of human rights. But let's be clear about what is happening to children. A new report says the average age of those being arrested in Iran right now is 15. It's inconceivable. For what? Protests that are about basic rights? Hey UNICEF, children are being murdered in Iran. And yes, a couple of days ago, the UNICEF executive director issued a statement saying they are extremely concerned about reports coming out of Iran. Concerned. This may be a little beyond the we are concerned moment, don't you think? Dear United Nations, how about we use your own convention to assess whether Iran is contravening any of your dictates? This would be the UN Convention on the Rights of the Child, often cited as the most widely ratified human rights treaty in the world. Let's take a quick look, shall we? Article 12. Every child has the right to express their views, feelings, and wishes in all matters affecting them. Article 14. Every child has the right to think and believe what they choose. Article 17. Every child has the right to reliable information from a variety of sources. Article 24. Every child has the right to the best possible health. Article 37. Children must be treated with respect and care and be able to keep in contact with their family. Article 38, governments must do everything they can to protect and care for children. Article 6, every child has the right to life, survival, and development. Hey UNICEF, children are being murdered in Iran. And you know who one of the signatories to that convention is? Iran, ratified by the Majlis in 1994. What a crock of shit. Dear UN, what is the purpose of your conventions? Or should we wait for more tepid statements of concern? Surely this is the time for international institutions, whose very purpose is the protection of children, to step up and address the situation in Iran. There is no democratic election that can remove this regime. There is no reform that is going to take place, and there will be no end to these protests that now have the blood of those children running in the streets. This will continue until the regime is gone. And it's up to you, institutions, UN, UNICEF, come on, drag yourself along. Our new episode, in which we speak to 4 different people on the front lines of the protests in Iran, is now posted on all of our podcast platforms. Hope you can check it out, or you can link to the YouTube version from our bio right here on Instagram. Episode 206, a special Roqe edition, Voices from Inside Iran, Part 3.